So guys, in this video I'm going to be giving you a demo of iOS 6 and 7. This is done on the iPhone 4. It can be done on the iPhone 4, the iPhone 4S, and the iPhone 5, the iPod Touch 5th generation, not the iPod Touch 4th generation. And all the iPads work, but there's just no software out for the iPad that I have looked and found. I haven't really got into detail and looked for, but I did it on the iPod. Right now, as of right now that I know, it works on all the iPhones and the iPod Touch 5th generation. So right here you can tell there's a difference. At the top of the loading bar, or at the, what would it be, the menu bar, the logo for the charging is a little different. Also, if you slide up, the camera is right there. I will get into that application in a little bit. So the slide to unlock is a little different, and also is the charging. This looks like an Android phone. Looks like exactly like an Android phone. There's no bars up here. So right here, when you slide, it unlocks that. This you can also slide on the menu bar in the lock screen. You can't do that in anything else. Okay, so now here you can just go to slide to unlock. The icons look different when you open it up. So let's see here, which application. We can go to weather. The weather is improved. I haven't really looked at it too much, but right here it comes with New York and Sacramento, Cupertino, not Sacramento. I don't know what I was thinking. So we have all of this weather. The weather is different. You have the thing up at the top. We can go down to here. So you scroll. The apps, the scrolling is the same. The App Store looks different. It looks more like the Mac App Store. Let's open up settings. So as you can see right off the bat, the settings are different. The physical difference, cellular. There's no cellular on this one. You have to go into the into there. So we can go. Let's go to Control Center. This is new. Access lock screen. The Control Center on lock screen. So the Control Center is this. This is like SB settings if you guys have jailbroken before. Do not disturb, general, about, we can look at all this, network not available, 12 applications, 12.4 gigabytes available. Because the software update was a gigabyte, I would have had before I jailbroke. Should have took a screenshot of how much stuff I had, but I'm actually running iOS 7 as you can tell. So I will show on this one. I'll just go to software update. Current update, iOS 6.1.3, iOS 7. Spotlight search. Let's see what else we have different in here. Text size, accessibility, voiceover, large text, enhanced text legibility, enhanced background contrast. There's also a new thing on iOS. If you tilt when you zoom in, it actually pans the image. Reduce motion, subtitles and captioning. That's new. Alerts, guided access, accessibility shortcuts. Let's turn all these on so when we hit the home button, that's laggy right there. You guys can tell. See, all this isn't turning on. There's another bug Apple can fix. This isn't a released version. This is, I'm not a developer. As you can see, this is really slow. Accessibility shortcut. There we go. We are. So now when this comes up, we have all this. Switch control. Let's switch control. Oh, there we go. Oh, what? What's happening? I don't know what's going on right now. Something's happening on my phone.
Voice switch control button. Voice.
Oh, I need to turn this off. Invert colors. There we go. So now that's what it looks like when you have both of these. I need to turn the brightness down on this one actually. So Brightness down a little bit. There we go. So, international. Do we have Siri? Oh, the voice control looks different. So the voice control looks different. Usage. The usage looks different, obviously. It's in a whole updated firmware. Wallpapers. It actually comes with a few stock wallpapers, actually. As you can tell, let me go into wallpaper. So right here off the bat, this is different. Choose wallpaper. This was the only Apple wallpaper that came with it, but I'm just going to leave that one on. Apple wallpaper. Actually, there's more wallpapers that came with it. I lied. I didn't click on it in depth, but these are two new ones, so I'm going to just go ahead and switch this one. Set both. And now we have a new wallpaper from Apple on the stock phone. I like that wallpaper. So now we can go back and we can get into the privacy part. Photos will look different, the microphone, Bluetooth sharing, such. iCloud. I'm not going to send it to my iTunes account, but compass, all of this. Let's go back into general. This is about it. Passcode, I haven't really messed with the passcode yet. Everything there looks the same. Keyboard international. Date and time. Date and time is correct. It's 5/22. App. Background app refresh. Let's get into the multitasking gestures. So right here, right here, hit that twice. And this is what comes up on the iPhone. It's iOS 7, so now you just flick up on an Android device on Jelly Bean, and ice cream sandwich. You scroll to the left and it would kill the apps, but this is my home screen, so you can't kill the home screen. Flick up, and on this one you have to hold and you have to go like that to kill the apps like that. So, the camera application is a lot different too. Physical differences. The color, I don't know if they updated the color, but the color on the iOS 7 one looks a little bit better. Go to square, so it squares off the picture. We can turn it around. I am right here in the camera. I'm not using my SLR because I don't have a tripod yet, so that's why. Let's go back to video. For video mode, on this one, all we have to do is switch. So now it's like that. We have a counting timer at the top. So that's good. That's what it looks like turned around. Flash on and off. We can go into the messaging app. I'm gonna get this one away so I can open it in a different conversation. Just kind of like this. When you start a message, the keyboards are different. Obviously, the photos look. The photo thing looks a little different. The status bar up at the top looks a lot different. These are bars for dots for the bars, and then for the Wi-Fi is different. Also, everything is a little smaller. Let's go into open the Notes app. This is just a little, let me open something that doesn't matter. This is just a school document. So this looks different. We can go and check the App Store. The App Store looks significantly different. I do not have my iTunes account signed in on this phone. Everything you can tell looks different. There's no Near Me. This is new. Settings. Camera, weather apps. Let's see what other stock apps are on here. Newsstands different. Stock apps. What do we have? Let's try Compass. See what Compass looks like. Ooh, the Compass looks cool. Sorry about that, guys. I got cut off, but I did open up the Maps application to show you that. We can see, open up, I live near Vancouver. Let me go back. Let me click a random address. So this is the location for Vlogger Fair. Pulled up on the iOS 6, and I'm going to just type the same location in on here on this iOS 7 to see if the maps look different. So it is 3520 26th Ave Southwest Seattle, Washington. So we can just see, put it in hybrid. There's no really 3D effect on, like on the iPad. Then I would turn sideways so you guys could see it, but it was in this big building. I don't know, this isn't even the right address for the things I'm pulling up, but let me pull up, what's that button do? Oh, share the location, that's cool. Let's just go to Vancouver. Vancouver, Washington. So here's the difference between the two maps. The iOS 7 one is actually more laggy because it's just the beta version, obviously. It's not the final version of iOS 7, but this is just demoing the Maps application. Things do look a lot better in iOS 7. The Maps, I'm just going to demo a few more apps on here. Let's see what the Mail application looks like. I don't have any mail signed in here yet. They've added Outlook to it, so that's cool. Let me actually sign into my email address real quick. So I'm now signed into my Apple email address, or my Apple account. If you have an iPhone, I think I'm signed in on this one too. So we're good right here. So yeah, this is the differences between the two. The two look different. I'm gonna be signing out of this one because I don't prefer the Apple Maps. The calculator looks a lot different. The calculator looks good. Looks like a Windows phone. Let's pick another app here. Passbook videos. Let's just pick iTunes Store. So the iTunes Store is different, kind of like the App Store. So this is going to be a long video, guys. So if you guys want us to see anything special on iOS 7, any demos, make sure to leave it in the comments below and comment, rate, subscribe.